Welcome back to the channel, people. Today, we're going to get into the Paul Pogba interview that was recently done, and then we're going to touch briefly on the upcoming game for Manchester United versus Brentford. This is the pitch side report. And we're not going to go through the whole interview. I thought there were just a few answers and a few questions that were really spot on, and I like the way he responded, and then I kind of want to react to that. So this is the first question that we're going to react to. And the journalist is asking him, why are these players getting certain criticism? And listen for what Paul Pogba says.
Now they're not at the top, so reality is it's not today.
When you were at Manchester United and throughout your career, you've sort of had quite a lot of criticism, and I've noticed that other Manchester United players as well, like Marcus Rashford, Jesse Lingard, Jadon Sancho, they seem to be sort of a focus of a lot of attention. Do you think that's got something to do with them, or something to do with the media, or is it something to do with Manchester United?
I'm going to ask you one more time, who was the players?
You, Marcus Rashford, Jesse Lingard, Jadon Sancho.
Okay. Why the criticism? Why? For the performance or for something else?
Well, I mean, I'm not going to be blatant and just say exactly what it is, but but as I've been a Manchester United fan, you can definitely tell the media is on the certain side of certain players. Now, it is what it is. It sucks to see it this way, but there are plenty of players on the team that really do deserve harsh criticism, yet they do not get it. I understand that some of these other players can be decent topic points. Like Pogba is a very popular player, big on social media and big on the field. So that's going to be the talking point. But there were many times in Manchester United where he was not the player to blame. He was played out of position, and then the expectation was to basically make him a player that he was not. I mean, yes, we rave about the Juventus time, but he was not the leader in that team, and he had a lot of players around him as a team would to help out, and really was able to flourish. And then when he came to Manchester United, he was truly stifled by being this player that's supposed to do it all, literally. And then the players that he has by his side are terrible, yet everybody's like, well, if he's world class, he would show his world class. If he's world class, they wouldn't lose. If he's world class, all this bullshit. And at the end of the day, there were plenty of other players who deserved true criticism. And I definitely feel that the media threw him under the bus many occasion, and the fans themselves. So the whole Paul Pogba situation through Manchester United was very tough to watch as someone who really likes the player. It doesn't matter the color of the player, just the style he brings to the game itself is the type of player we like or I like to see at Manchester United. So to see them act this way, and this isn't the first time, you know what I mean? What happened to Jadon Sancho? Everywhere else, he's fine and can play, but at Manchester United, he's got an attitude problem, and he doesn't get along, and he's showing up late, yada, yada, yada. And to be honest, we're starting to say the same thing with Ahmad. Now, the media hasn't turned on him, but the coach has turned on him. I mean, he's the player of the month, gets dropped, and then now he's struggling to find time on the bench, or struggling to find time on the field. So I don't want to just come out and say exactly what it is, but you hate to see this type of discrimination, and hopefully we can get this coach out of here. I do want to touch over, and also I do want to respect, this is why he asked them again. This is why he said, can you name the players again? And he went through the players, and he kind of just laughed it off, because it's so sad that this is like, it's so in your face, but then it's behind closed doors. No one wants to talk about it, just because you know how the internet is. I definitely feel that Paul Pogba didn't let us down. I feel that we let him down as a club and didn't treat him with the type of respect that he deserved to be treated. And I feel the same with Sancho. And now he's out balling at Chelsea.
People always seem to have a lot to say
About the performance or about something else?
I think as a whole, there seems to be a lot of focus and the players themselves would feel that it's unfair or it's over the top at times?
I will tell you what I think. I think you're in the biggest club, in one of the biggest club in the world, the biggest club in England, with a lot of fans. I think the biggest fan in England for sure. And they want they need to say something, I guess. They want the players, and you know, when somebody speak, it can be Jadon. Jadon is talented player, and all the players that you talked about are talented. And you try to point, for years in the media been trying to point off on players, right? Which one player, two players, but is you win as a team. I never hear, let's say, that win, you only point.
Facts. I'm team sport. Even now, like, I'm not a Bruno fan, but you'll never see me say, okay, it's because of Bruno we lost the game. It's a team sport. Now, I don't like him as the captain. He shouldn't be on the team. He's way, way worse than Pogba. You know, he couldn't even touch Pogba's boots. But it still is a team sport. And that's why I believe Ten Hag is the major issue here. We get Ten Hag out, you might see better glimpses of Bruno if we put him in the right position, use him in the right way, and obviously take that fucking captain badge or captain armband off of him.
Point at one player. Yeah, there is one big players. You can name Kevin De Bruyne, you can name Rodri, you can name Haaland, but they always play as a team, and you win as a team. And when they don't play well, they don't play well. The team doesn't play well. It's not that only those players weren't playing well and the rest were playing well, because you change the perception of the thing. If Manchester United win, it will be totally different. When you win, you're always good. You get good criticism. When you lose, you're gonna get criticism. It's like that in the big clubs. Manchester.
Yeah, I mean that is what it is. That's just how it is. I mean, the way the media is working now, everybody has something to say. Everybody wants to say something, and everybody has a decent opinion to a degree. Especially like if you like just conversating, and sometimes if you like something like we like soccer or like football, you talk about it. So here's another question where I thought he had a good response as well.
And I want to clarify something about because I've been hearing stuff that Wayne Rooney once said, we lost the game, and me and Jesse were dancing in the changing room. We need this. You need always other opinions, a witness on this. Okay. So if somebody can confirm what Wayne Rooney said when we were in the changing room, I will accept it. But if there is not, that's mean it's not true. And when Jesse Lingard tell you, did Jesse Lingard confirm that? Never. I never confirmed that, because I'm a very bad loser, and I respect what I do. I respect the club. After a game that I lose, me coming to the dressing room, putting music, and Wayne Rooney, the legend of the club, sitting there and not saying nothing to us. Does he match? Do you think he match? Nobody in the club will come and say nothing to us dancing after we lose a game.
What do you think that whole issue was about then? These videos and the dancing?
Because it's the social media. I mean, you don't know me. Outside the camera, I can be here, you give me a ball, I will be playing. I am myself. People love to see that, yes. People love to see that. Kids love to see that, yes. They love to see that. And some other people, they don't like to see those things. But what does it change? I mean, you dance at home or in the changing room, we enjoy life. Tomorrow it can finish, right? And we are a very positive person. We have a lot of pressure with the media, with our performance, with the coaches, with our family. When we have this time, we playing football, we are getting paid a lot of money. I would say it, and this is the truth, a lot of money, because people love football. Thank you to them, thank you to the fans that we get paid. They criticize us, but thanks to them, because they're watching us and we get paid from them, because it's not us, it's them that help us to have this amount of money. And this is the truth. So thank you to them. And we are trying our best. We're doing what we love and we want to enjoy. We don't want to be depressed for 5 days because you lost a game. No, this is not Paul Pogba. This is not Jesse Lingard. After a day, you come, you respect, you're angry. Then you go home, you can dance or whatever. But then the next day, we come, let's go, let's move on, guys. Next game, you have to get ready. Yes, this is me. But the day after, like for the dancing or whatever, you will see me with, you see the hairstyle? For the people that, this is me. This is Paul.
What was that? And what was that obsession people had with your
like
hair?
David Beckham. Like David Beckham changed his hair. Right? But this is him. Right?
What did you think when people were talking about your hair so much?
I think they loved it. Honestly talking, they loved it and they just needed to say something about my hairstyle. Anecdote, the story of Man City, I had the blue. You know, I was in national team and I came back and I kept my hair, I had blue hair, criticized, banged 2 goals. Hey, everybody's happy, you know? But that's the thing. But they needed to say something.
I mean, all in all, I get it. I have no issues with this. I think where I did find it annoying after games, if we do lose, when we were seeing them do the dancing and stuff, I think that it was played out of proportion. You know, maybe the way that it was set up in the timeline, it seemed like it was right after the game. I'm really not too sure. I wasn't there, but yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? People are going to find anything negative to say when they can say it when things are bad, and when things are good, people are going to say positive things. Overall, like I said, I still feel like the treatment from Paul Pogba was bad. And yeah, you know, it is what it is. You know, it is what it is. But let me know what you think in the comments. How do you feel about the interview if you're someone who watched it? And how do you feel about the certain criticism that some players are getting? Do you feel that overall the right players are getting criticism, or do you feel like there is an underlying tone? Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments. All right, so briefly, we're going to touch over the preview of Manchester United versus Brentford. Okay, yeah, all the big money is on Manchester United, of course. I don't know why. I mean, on paper, of course. But Brentford, they're above us in the table. They've been playing a lot better than us. How many goals they have? Goals draw, they're at 0. We're at -3, so they're doing better than us defensively from what it looks like. Their coach is better than ours. So, I mean, I can easily see us losing this game. And I want, if anybody's truly watching this to this point, we're playing home. And watch, we will be sitting back. We will be playing counterattack ball against Brentford at home. And if we do win this game, it will be off set pieces, mistakes, and it will still be this scrappy football. I am not the type to want the team to lose, but I do not want this coach in. So my score prediction, I'm going to give this one 2-1 Brentford. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. We'll see what happens. But, yo, if you made it this far, I really appreciate you watching. Again, this is the Pitch Side Report. We talk about soccer, football, the beautiful game that we all love. If you're feeling the vibe, subscribe, leave a like, because that helps the algorithm from what I've heard. And, yeah, after the game, I'll do another recap over the Prim. So, yep, if you made it this far, appreciate ya, and I'll catch you in the next video. Later.